Vroom, vroom, vroom.
War.
Annie, please. We're back to weekly episode recap of RuPaul's Drag Race. This time it's season 16. Last time it was season 15, which means it's been about a year since we did this for RuPaul's Drag Race.
And the year before that, 14. Hi, I'm Annie. I can count.
And we did episodes between 14 and 15, and I'm Minty who remembers them all.
Bite me.
It is FunUntitled. We said every podcast with an FU. Like I said, inaugural season 16, episode 1, the premiere, where we start off with half the cast.
And what's more important than ever, to be able to count from 1 to 7. More on that later.
So we'll talk about the queens themselves, their entrance look, their talent look, and their finale, or not finale, but runway look, in the order they entered the room.
Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah, I would hope so. So start off with the only letter you need to know, which is Q.
Anon.
I know, right? Every time I want to think of that.
She's the one that said that Trump was going to mention a dog in one of his speeches.
What?
That stupid QAnon. Real fast for those at home, QAnon, he would go on like 4chan and say, in tomorrow's speech, Trump is going to say the word dog. And the next day he says the word dog and everyone freaks out like, he knows. Like, it's obviously more specific stuff than that, than just saying the word duh. So QAnon rules the world and Q runs the workroom because she's the only one there.
So I wasn't a fan of her entrance look.
Very weed-like.
Yeah. I don't like looks that are too abstracty, which I felt like a lot of queens in this one was very abstracty.
No one really wowed me in the entrance look except one queen
Dawn.
of a new age. But yeah, she was weed, and then she came out and she did her performance for the MTV Spring Break Talent show.
That puppet show. I don't know, like, it shouldn't be that interesting, but it was very entertaining, very, like, new. Especially, I like it when people on the RuPaul's talent show doesn't do the song and dance thing.
Yeah, it's so overdone.
Right?
Like, there's only, 3 queens that didn't do the whole song and dance?
No, they basically all did.
Oh, okay. I thought Q, when she came out with the little head and, doing the dancing with the tiny body, we assume the hands are their feet, right?
Right.
So nothing was controlling the arms?
Right, except gravity.
And, she controlled that gravity with so much finesse.
But I didn't care for her runway look.
So you know how it was, reveal yourself.
Right.
Yet again, I am disappointed by most of the reveals. That was not a reveal. And you shat on the runway.
Yeah, well, showing your wings or whatever, that wasn't very conceptual, was just kind of whatever.
If you're gonna come out as Maleficent, you gotta come out with a stained glass window thing.
I like the look before the reveal.
Hey, I'm impressed you made it.
Yeah, right? So
I'm just saying, after the reveal, you should be in a completely different outfit. Not the same outfit, but you shat on it.
and a better outfit.
Yeah, better outfit.
Which some of these queens did not. Then next was from the House of Muse, Tsunami Muse. I thought it was cute, her entrance look.
I'm just a sucker for pants with a long train.
Huh.
I talked about this before.
You know what? It is a nice feature.
Yeah, because it kind of combines the wedding dress train and the groom's pants.
Oh, you're thinking of gender envy.
Shut up.
But it wasn't super put together. But I do like her face and her natural beauty in a sense. Like what she had starting off. But then sometimes her entrance look was eh.
Her main talent was literally nothing. It was her standing to a song she auto-tuned.
Yeah, very Park It and Bark It. As we learned from season 14, that term from Angeria Van Harris? Michaels?
I don't even know what you're talking about, so you're doing great, honey.
But yeah, so surprisingly, right? Because she looked like she was about to dance, and then she didn't. I'm like, you have no padding, you have barely any heels. What's stopping you from moving?
And then the House of Muse disappointed me once again with an awful outfit.
I mean, the first one was cute.
Okay.
Then the second one was boring.
I do not think it's should be considered 3 different outfits if you just take off one layer of clothing.
I don't know, that's hard to say, because what if it's just a jacket they take off? Do you think that's not considered a reveal?
I don't consider anything Alyssa Edward did on that runway reveal. So if that, and then taking off a jacket has the same vibe as whatever the fuck that was.
Alright, whatever.
And Katya also did a terrible reveal.
Yeah.
What was Katya? She wanted to put blood coming out of her mouth or something, but she couldn't, so she did the pentagram.
She did the pentagram, and then she colored her teeth black. I forget what it was. I forget the story behind it.
But yes, Candy Muse's daughter. Yeah. What? Yes, I forgot her name for a second. Can we move on?
Oh, now you're about to get fired as you go to your mandatory meeting. That name is so funny. You know what I mean?
It's so funny.
It's hilarious. When I first heard the name, I was like, oh that's a drag name.
Also a hooker name. Excuse me, sir. Your mandatory meetings here? Oh, yes. I must go away. Sorry.
Every time he goes to that meeting, it sounds like he's just fucking his boss. I ask him if he's gay, and he says no. Pretty sure he's gay.
And she had terrible boob pads and everything.
Yeah, what is... like, I see a lot in the UK, like, especially the season 5. Like, you see that neckline of that breastplate. And I thought, do we just not say anything? No, you do say something. It's just that they don't say anything in the UK.
And then in Canada, they avoid that entirely by just not padding.
I mean, I did not like her entrance look.
I didn't like her entrance look. I didn't like her main talent with the kitty song. I just met her, but we're kitties.
I like her energy. Like RuPaul
I like
said.
her personality, yeah.
She has a good personality. She's like constantly moving, not in like a dancing kind of way, but in like quick Blitzen style way. And I am so sick of the housewife to hooker transformation.
Okay, here's my thing. I think on concept, a housewife wearing a skin suit turning into like a massive alien could have been done well, but I think Dawn needed to pull that off. I wanted that, like, you take off the skin suit and like 10,000 tentacles come out, you know?
You know what we needed? We needed her to be like a realistic skin suit. You know, like when you see like in Dragula where they come out and then they pull off their skin and then the blood comes out gushing. Something like that, but instead of like, but she pulls off like the human skin to reveal the alien skin.
That would have been cool.
Right?
Like a weird Silence of the Lamb thing where you wore people's skin.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the holes again.
I don't know any horror references, so Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, you got it.
Michael Myers.
Morphine Love Devon.
Morphine Love Devon.
She was mid.
Okay, she's pretty. Let's get that straight. She's very pretty. Just very boring. I feel like nothing did wrong, but nothing spectacular. Like you said, mid.
I like that her family's like, we kind of know. We just don't talk about how you might be a drag queen. Like, I wonder how. And meanwhile, like, her face is like, I don't want to say she got plastic surgery, because I forget which queen admitted they got plastic surgery, but damn, they got some lip filler.
I mean, all we know for sure is that she's got a booty lift. A big booty lift.
Oh, is that what BBL?
I don't know, but it sounds right?
Yeah, it's not big black love. That's all I could think of.
I mean, the towel look to the bathing suit, and she was like saying like, oh, it's couture towel. Just like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's stupid.
Yeah, that was.
That's ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? You're trying to sell like ice to igloo, and you're like saying like it's fire. Like, don't.
Yeah, later on when we count, as a throwback to the beginning of the episode, yeah, I think you'll find her straight in the middle, number 4.
Honestly, it's probably a good place to put her. And then we go to a queen where is she campy? Is she funny? Is she professional? Sapphire Crystal. Sapphire Crystal? I kept thinking of Sapphire, but it's not.
I didn't like her entrance look, the blue feathers.
I like that it was constructed well. But again, that's one, like the very like concept. It's too abstract for me. Like, I just need it to be an outfit. I don't need it to be anything more in this case. Look, I like her personality. I think she's like to me, she feels like someone who's like a professional, but she's lax and she can make jokes and be fun around, right? I didn't think she deserved the placement she did. I thought the opera was okay. Like, I like the duality of the serious opera and the funny subtitles. But then the reveal is like, okay, look, shaking titty tatas have already been done on this show. It's not a new novelty, and it's definitely not one to like make up the fact that your outfit sucks.
I think we're starting a horrible trend of if you're an opera singer, you're most likely to win the talent show. Because we're 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't like a stupid reveal look either.
Right? Like,
pop to it being 2 completely different outfits, but...
And then it's an illusion. You're in the desert. It's a mirage.
No, it's not. Just a hooker.
Okay, the entrance look, garbage.
Garbage. I do think more queens or women or anyone in general should wear hooker shoes because they do be sexy. They're like the platform shoes with the X's.
I mean, that talent show. Now look, a lot of people have done a dancing, but when you do the pole dancing heel clicking move, which I'm actually surprised has not been done on this show. It's very erotic.
What are you talking about? All I remember her doing the shoulder stand.
There are certain it's hard because they are in tune with the music, but when she'll click her heels together or against the ground.
Oh.
And it's a pole dancing move.
Oh. So smart. You've been to a lot of strip clubs, haven't you?
Very erotic.
What? Erotic. Erotic. Erotic.
What is that?
Futurama.
Okay, because I swear to God, if you said Family Guy, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh yeah, Farnsworth says that, right?
No, it's that Vanagon.
Oh, right.
Because he says, like, these strawberries are very erotic. And they're like, what was that? Erotic. And then, erotic, erotic. And Cliff on the bottom floor is like, keep it down there, up there.
So I thought that was very nice. I did not care for her runway.
I think to myself, what would Bianca Del Rio say? Everyone knows that reveal yourself means take the shit off.
Yeah. I know. She was like playing with the feathers. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm just like, unless you have a really clever idea, do not cover the face. And do not have the reveal being revealing your ugly face.
Or your tatas.
Or your tatas. Because it wasn't a reveal yourself, it was a burlesque show.
It's kind of a reveal in a different way.
I guess. I don't know. I think Mirage is the best hooker of any drag queen.
I don't know.
Is she the one who says she's a better Russian hooker than Katya?
No, that's plain Jane.
Okay.
Also, not a. Maybe I should say Russian hooker. I don't know. A lot of queens use the word hooker. Hooker, slut.
You're a drag queen. How would you describe yourself? You're your ideal version of a drag queen.
I want to be really campy. I want to be a camp queen if I ever become a drag queen.
Yeah, okay.
A camp queen or one who's really into like animal inspired?
I'm a very...
I guess essentially, huh?
Speaking of furries,
The fantasy, the twink, the magic, Dawn.
babyface Dawn. I love her entrance look.
Ever since I saw her, I'm like, oh my god, obsessed. Because it's very like fantasy, Tinkerbell, fairy. Kind of like if Trixie Mattel but went the fantasy route. But like she's also like feels like Trixie Mattel with like Willow Pill.
Very Willow Pill, I thought.
Right? Like her looks are much interesting. Because I think like you know like Denim from Canada's Drag Race, she's kind of in that weird camp. But like Denim does it to like the point of ugly and Dawn does it to the point of cute.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about this, but the mini challenge, the doorbell hose challenge. I thought Dawn was super cute posing with the hose.
Yeah. I
And
like
she's the only one I like the interaction with Connie Love, where she started chasing her.
Yeah, she's about to kill Connie Love.
Yeah.
Or take her back home with for her fairy babies
To eat.
I honestly think Q and Dawn should have been the top two.
I mean, I think so too.
Because her talent was to like have that crazy song. But it was like, it was a song, it was funny, it was weird, it was a story. Like it just had many layers to it and you're just constantly being interested.
It like reminded me of the UK pantomime.
Yeah.
I like when there's a story, you know, not just motherfucking Amanda Toy meeting me like kitty, kitty, kitty. Like no, like you know.
Yeah, just making pussy references.
Yeah, I'm finally understanding. I'm learning something about you, Dawn.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. And then like the whole like her runway look going from like the Yeti to like this mythical woman was just like it was a good transformation.
I kind of wish it made more sense.
I mean, could there have been a stronger connection? Sure. Why was she purple underneath when the mouth was red? I don't know.
I would have loved a red to blue gradient.
Oh, but that's okay. Purple is gone. Garbage.
I
Makes
hate
no sense.
Yeah, as I said, a mandatory meeting. Purple makes no sense.
But I mean, so the top two is Q and Saphira Crystal.
And how did we get there? By waiting all the queens.
This is interesting. Although,
When they get to 16 queens, it's going to be very confusing.
well, 14, right? But I wish they showed the results.
That would be nice.
Right? Like, what's like the bit of a drama? Like, what's the point of rating queens if you're not gonna have some drama?
Maybe it's going to be like the beginning of next episode.
It could be.
Kind of like the lipsticks.
Or maybe like in the third episode where they show everyone's rankings.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be cool. So obviously, you know, you had half the queens. So instead of the bottom two dancing, you had the top two, Q and Sophia. And like we said, we don't agree with that.
And they lip sync to Break My Soul.
By Beyonce.
It was an okay lip sync.
I wish Mirage was there. So Sophia won because at one point her titty started flopping on the ground somehow.
Which was stupid.
I mean, I don't know why the Trinity, the Tuck couldn't do that. And yeah, Sophia won 5K.
Yeah. And immunity.
For a future challenge. I keep thinking it's like maybe just the next challenge, like episode 3. But this motherflower here thinks it's like Lego Master rules where she can invoke at any time before the final 4.
Well, I do feel like maybe halfway through they're gonna be like, oh, if you haven't used your immunity by now, it's just gone.
That's true.
You know, because when you get down to like 6 queens, it's possibly that 4 of them could have immunity.
Can you imagine final 7, 6 of the queen uses their immunity, gets the 7th one out. I think that'd be fun. Okay, before we sign off for episode 2, rate those queens minty.
Okay.
Well, not doing this when it's all 14.
No, God, no. I would say Dawn was number 1 for me. Because as much as I think Q had a better challenge, Dawn had a better runway look. So Dawn would be number 1, Q would be number 2. Because if we put Morphine as 4, which I mean, I kind of agree.
Wait, we gotta move it to 5. Because I'm looking like, we gotta put Sophia and Mirage top 4, right?
Well, see, I don't know. Because, okay, like, Tsunami Muse is definitely, in my opinion, last.
Yes.
Like, Tsunami Muse is 7.
Like, did not try.
A mandatory meeting is 6. Okay, if we put Morphine as 5, but who's better, Sapphire, or Mirage?
I think Sapphire should go over Mirage because Mirage's runway look was a travesty.
That is true. Okay, so our official FunUntitled ranking of this will be Dawn, Q, Sapphire, Crystal, Mirage, Morphine, Love, Dion, a mandatory meeting, then Tsunami Muse.
Yeah, and until next time, where we see 7 more queens, we're signing off.
Do the same thing over. Deja vu.